All right. So today, basically, we're going to continue kind of on with the MLA. Today's the last day to do it, but I'm going to show you a resource called Purdue Owl. So you're going to learn about Purdue Owl and its resources. You're going to learn how to navigate Purdue Owl in order to create correct in-text citations and works cited and practice using it. So I'm going to give you the lesson, and then there's a scavenger hunt. I think it's about only 10 questions. You will be able to work together, but I kind of want to just show you how to navigate Purdue Owl first so that you guys have an idea, and that way you can get it done. They did say that the Wi-Fi should be back up today, so the computers should work. If they don't, I do need you to let me know. Okay, so yesterday we learned about MLA works cited and in-text citations, and there was a lot of different components to it, and they can be a little complicated. I am totally aware of that. So even I, after years and years of doing MLA stuff, use this particular resource. So the resource that helps me the most is called Purdue Owl, or as I call it, the Mighty Purdue Owl. And it's a really great resource. Are we okay? Is there issues? Okay. All right. So this is a link right here that you can click and it will take you to it. So this is Purdue Owl, and I'm going to show you how to navigate it so you can use it for the scavenger hunt. Because the scavenger hunt is going to be going over uncommon sources. So this is Purdue Owl. If you ever have questions about MLA formatting or APA, you can go here. So this is the MLA style. So this will actually tell you the general format, which I actually went over with you before. And it even has like a sample paper that you can look at. Then this also will teach you the basics of in-text citations. And so that will help you out as well, okay? But the parts that you're going to be focusing on today are everything that says works cited, okay? So you have your basic format. And so the basic formats will tell you about capitalization, how to list the authors, works with no known author, right? But again, okay, so again, it breaks it down into different types of sources. So books, you would think books would be easy, but necessarily it is not. Because there's the basic book format, the books with one author, more than one author, two or more books by the same author, by a corporate author, translated books, republished books, editions of books, anthologies and collections. Keep that one in mind. Hint, hint. There are hints in the thing. Anthology references and collections, and articles from a reference book, multi-volumes, all those things. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to go through the scavenger hunt and look at the hints, and that will tell you. Do you know what a periodical is? Okay, periodicals is a fancy name for magazines and newspapers. Okay, so anything that's about a magazine or a newspaper, this is where you're going to want to look, okay? So there's an editorial, anonymous articles, those types of things, okay? That would be under periodical. Electronic sources, that's going to be all the stuff from online, okay? Databases, everything. So you'll look there. All right. Then we have other common sources, but they're not necessarily the most common. So interviews, personal interviews, published interviews, speeches and lectures, discussions, published proceedings, artwork, such as paintings, sculptures, and pictures. Because did you know that you actually are supposed to cite the pictures that you use? You can't just take a picture, it has to be cited. A song or an album. And there's different ways that those are set up. So like in Spotify, hint, hint, would be under electronic sources. Films and movies, TV shows, and ones that come from Netflix, Hulu, and Google Play are very different, are a little different than the ones that come from just regular TV, okay? Podcasts are also under here, digital files, all of those things. So this is a great resource. I will always have the link to this resource within our class. It'll always be on the main page, but it will also be under this particular folder because it's just a really great resource. And like I said, I still use it to this day because remember I told you that a lot of times they do actually change up what's required. So you need to stay on top of it. And Purdue Owl is really good about staying on top of it for both APA and MLA. Are there any questions? Okay, so this is what you're going to be using to do your scavenger hunt. All you need to do is go ahead and use your phone or computer And you're gonna wanna have one tab open to MLA, and the next one you're gonna have under the Purdue Owl Scavenger Hunt. I believe there's 10 questions. Yeah, there's 10 questions, but it does take a little bit of time. Last year, it did take my class all period to get it done. It isn't due until Friday, but you want to try to get it done here, because if you have questions, I can help you. You do get 2 attempts, and you do see what's right and wrong. So that way, when you go back, you know, it's going to be in the same order. All right. I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for you guys. You can work together or by yourself. Just make sure it gets done. All right. Any questions? All right.